The birds are singing, the sun is shining. Truly, summer is approaching. So of course, friends, we are going to knit ourselves a warm woolen garment. As I might have said in a different video, I'm very much into vests right now. I'm very much into this color combination, so Nordic Bloom incoming. I have actually already moved myself to the shadows because the sun is too warm. Anyway, Nordic Bloom incoming. Well, hopefully. I say hopefully because this might be a case of yarn chicken even before we start. The yarn I will be using is Linea Botanica, and I got it at a store that was selling all of their stuff because they are closing. That meant that this was the only amount of Linea Botanica that they had. And in my mind, I thought, well, the pattern uses 5 skeins of main color of 50 meters. So if I buy 3 skeins of 130 meters, that's enough. Because somehow in my brain, 5 times 80 equals 300. But 5 times 80 actually equals 400, and now I have 390 meters of yarn. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. It's an adventure, we're going on an adventure. But we already know we're at least 10 meters short, so I kind of hope that Caitlin Hunter, gauges the amount of yarn needed a little bit broadly. Anyway, this orange is my main color, let's start. The pattern says that 16 stitches and 20 rows would make a 10 on 10 centimeters swatch, but blocked and also knitted around. Mine is right now a 16 stitches on 20 rows swatch. 9.5 centimeters actually. I'm just going to pretend that this is blocked and now measures 10 on 10 centimeters. Right? It should work. It really should just work. And now I'm just going to reclaim the yarn of the swatch. Not to be controversial on main, but I actually don't often go for Boyland Knitworks, aka Caitlin Hunter patterns. But you all know, of course, that abstracted folky flower motifs are my kryptonite. It's just that Boyland Knitworks or Caitlin Hunter patterns have mostly a very deep yoke and kind of a boxy fit, which is not something that I personally like for my garments. I have made the Ghost Horses sweater once, and frankly, I only wear that with a cardigan, so that the cardigan keeps the shoulders and everything down. So when the autumn alpine and alpine bloom sweaters were released, I really needed to keep telling myself, Jente, you do not like how Boyland Knitworks patterns are constructed. So don't try it. So don't try it. But now it is a vest. Vests do not have deep yokes and weird boxy fits that move around when you move your arms. And yes, abstracted folky floral motifs are my kryptonite, so I literally could not resist, especially not when I found 2 colors that spoke to me as much as these 2 did. So to me personally, colorwork knitting is one of my absolute most favorite types of craft projects because I really just enjoy watching the design emerge on my project. It's just a silly combination of yarns. Orange here, purple there, and then boom! Leaves. Ta-damn! The flowers are finished, the fronds are finished. Ooh, yeah, we're making so good progress. Only just one thing. Why is it always that one side of the decreases looks fabulous, neat, orderly, perfect, and the other... What's up with that? Yeah, I mean, I did those two fronts in one evening yesterday. Could possibly be that we finished today? Oh my god, I have a day off. Maybe we can finish this. Oh, I would be so excited. Today would be a very good day to finish this because it is a nice and sunny day. It's not going to rain, so it would be amazing to finish this and then be able to block it and dry outside within a day, because it's a privilege to have such a nice day where blocking is actually possible. Blocking sometimes is a little bit time consuming when you live in such a cold and damp country as Belgium. Now, hopefully with summer arriving this will be less of a problem. Oh, spoder. No, don't sit on my other yarn. Oh, you silly spoder. Get in the grass. Yes, much better. Hoping to get it done today might have been a little bit optimistic. But of course, I didn't know back then that I was going to lengthen my piece quite a bit. Here is the original front bit. And then I knit the back. And it's quite a bit taller. Now, the front bit is actually more towards the measurements that Caitlin Hunter gives in the pattern. However, I tried it on and actually I am more, comfortable with the longer one. Like having a deeper arm's eye. I know this sounds completely ironic because in the beginning of this video I have called Caitlin Hunter out for having way too deep yokes on her sweaters, but I think it's a little bit different when it's a vest like this. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but look at how flowy this fabric is. So I want it to be a little bit more loose. If I go with a 19.5 centimeter arm's eye, that would mean that the flowers get directly on the broadest part of me. It's not a look that I like. If I make the shoulders a bit deeper, the arm's eye is a bit deeper, I get the start of the arm's eye on that broadest part, which means that I can also still expand in this direction. Like last time I had to get my bra fitted, I went up 3 sizes, so I am not entirely convinced that my expansion is over. Making a deeper arm's eye might accommodate for more space possibilities up here, and I will also not have 2 flowers, like 2 reasons then. So I still have to lengthen this one. We've got armhole ribbing, and this means that the next step is the steeking. And well, since of course I have done this once before, I now have the full utter confidence to do this without hesitation. Without hesitation. It's always kind of exciting, right? While it is true that in the moment itself it is a little bit nerve-wracking and anxious to be doing this, I did get a lot of confidence of doing my first steek. Like, I had been avoiding patterns that included steeking, and then after I did my first steek, I actually went to Ravelry and favorited a couple of patterns with steeking, because I had suddenly this attitude of, I did it once, I can do it again. So now a whole new world of patterns opens for me. Let us immediately address the elephant in the room. I cannot close the top button because my chest is in the way. I mean, I can close the top button, but it's hanging on for dear life. As of now, I have not blocked it yet, because I wanted to finish this video today so I can edit it on Wednesday and you will see it soon. So I will block it after filming this scene. Am I hoping it will stretch enough to fit over this? Not really, actually. What I'm planning to do is just remove that top button and, you know, visually or invisibly hide the buttonhole that I made, so that there is no straight up clear evidence that I knit the wrong size. Or did I? I did not knit the wrong size for the rest of my body, it fits perfectly everywhere else. But of course I carry this mass around and I should account for it. Hold up, wait a minute, drop whatever you are doing because... do you see? Do you see? The top button is buttoned after blocking. So if you were going to say, Jente, you can't just assume that after blocking your knitting will be engaged. Yes, yes I can. Tap, 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 tap that backspace on that comment. Other than that, I am superbly pleased with this vest. It's lovely in color, lovely patterning. The flowers, oh my god, they are everything my abstract, folky flowers craving lusts for. The yarn is amazing, it is soft, the colors are so pretty. Yeah, it just doesn't exactly fit me. I'm going to show you. I think I might have lost concentration when doing the tubular bind off. So, and I might have like done something double, and now this is very skewed and leaning towards one side. Now luckily this is the part that gets hidden by the other side of the button band, so I'm not going to bother unpicking it and doing it again. How perfect are these buttons for this project though? It's like almost the same color of purple and in the shape of flowers. I got them from my grandmom, they are in my stash of vintage buttons and they just fit so perfectly. And because of that, I actually altered the pattern a little bit. The pattern asks for 3 buttonholes that are 4 stitches wide. These would be too small to go in a buttonhole that is 4 stitches wide, so I went with 4 buttonholes that are 2 stitches wide, and I also altered the distance that is between them. But I might now cut off the 4th one. That's life, I guess. Oh, and for those of you who love you some float porn, here is the inside. Oh, and I had more than yarn enough. I actually shouldn't have made the bottom ribbing shorter. It would have worked if I just went with the pattern as it was. Now I feel like the bottom ribbing is a little bit out of proportion with the button band, but who is going to care for that? Nobody, I hope you don't. I think I'm going to head on and start blocking this thing, and if you like these kind of fiber shenanigans, then maybe you could like, comment or subscribe, but of course that is all up to you. And as for me, I will see you in the next video, but before we do that, maybe you could look at some more knitting shenanigans. Bye!